with the UK government's Homes for Ukraine scheme attracting over 100,000 volunteers within a day of launching last week. Some refugees fleeing the war-torn country could find themselves being housed by celebs. A number of high-profile stars have announced that they are doing what they can to help those fleeing the conflict, which was sparked on 24th of February when Russian President Vladimir Putin launched an illegal invasion of the democratic country. Scenes of destruction of Ukrainian cities and millions of refugees fleeing the country have shocked the world, with reports suggesting as many as 3.25 million women and children have fled in search of safety. Here are some of the stars that have said they will help those in need by throwing open their doors to families to give them a safe place to live in the UK. Benedict Cumberbatch. Hollywood star Benedict Cumberbatch has been one of the most vocal celebrities to declare his intention to welcome Ukrainian refugees into his home. The 45-year-old father of three, who is married to theatre director Sophie Hunter, opened up about his plans at the recent BAFTAs in London. He told Sky News, "We have brothers and sisters who are suffering. It is a really shocking time to be a European, 2.5 hours flight away from Ukraine. It's something that hangs over us. Everyone needs to do as much as they can. I think already today the news has broken that there's been a record number of people volunteering to take people into their homes, and I hope to be part of that myself." Gary Lineker. Football pundit Gary Lineker has the unfortunate misfortune of being a regular target for online trolls who accuse him of virtue signaling and failing to practice what he preaches. However, the 61-year-old hit back at an online troll who accused him of not opening his home to a Ukrainian refugee. Gaz snapped back when a Twitter user wrote, "When at Boris Johnson at Gary Lineker and at Yvette Cooper take in a refugee, the rest of us can follow." The Match of the Day star wrote, "You should probably have plucked out another name. I went first, and second ... and will continue to host. If any of you would like do the same, refugees at home are amazing." Nadia Sawalha. Loose Women is known for tackling hard-hitting topics as well as more superficial fluff, but the panel were keen to discuss the UK government's Homes for Ukraine scheme last week. Show panelist Nadia Sawalha said she was considering taking in a refugee, but admitted she was unsure if she would be a good match for candidates. The 57-year-old said on the show, "I absolutely would house a Ukrainian refugee, and my first thought is how many people can I take in? Second thought is I know myself very well and I think I'm a great starter, but a terrible finisher. I can just see that I would get completely overwhelmed. My parents are elderly, I work full-time. Would I be the right person?" "I don't know if I would be available enough. I think we need to know what our limitations are. I'm looking at other ways to help. There's websites where you can buy goods directly from Ukrainian people and then not take the food but you're giving them the money. Linda Robson. Fellow Loose Women star Linda Robson said she and her husband Mark Dunford were considering taking in refugees as their home is much quieter now that their children have flown the coop. Linda admitted that she gets lonely when she is at home alone and would welcome the distraction of having refugees in her house. The 64-year-old grandmother said, "I have been thinking about it. Because I'm quite lonely. My kids have moved out, my sons moved out and my daughters moved out. Sometimes I'm in the home alone and I feel quite lonely. My initial reaction is yeah, I'd like to open the door and welcome a family. But it's for 6 months and who knows what's going to happen in that time." Sandy Toksvig. Sandy Toksvig has utilized social media to drive the message that British people can now volunteer to take in refugees from Ukraine, and is campaigning for the process to be streamlined. Sharing a video on Twitter after the Homes for Ukraine campaign was launched by the government, Sandy said, "Thank you so much to everyone who helped spread the word by retweeting our last video and sending the message that the British people welcome refugees with open arms." Over 100,000 people have signed up in one day offering to host refugees. I'm one of them. But here's the hitch. At the moment there is no process for connecting the people who want to help with the people who need our help. We need to move faster so that we can welcome refugees now. While Sandy's video hinted a host of other stars including Joe Brand, Bill Bailey, David Baddiel and Emma Thompson will also be opening their doors to welcome refugees from Ukraine.